Okay, so we'll start. Good morning, Joanna. So I hope everyone watching the video can catch up with us. And if you start at the end, that's what I wanted to start with extra practice revision. In the first slide, you will see this. You will find this video on pronunciation of the past tense. Whenever you pronounce the T, the D, and the id, and from English with Lucy. And she's very practical, very clear in the explanation, so I would like you to watch her. And she explains these ed endings, something of what I explained to you about voiced, unvoiced sounds, and the past tenses of part, for example, part, parted, but then you have the past tense of love, loved, loved, and the past tense of check, checked. Yes. Okay, Joanna, don't you worry. I will explain everything and interact with you, and then I will be aware. So that in regards pronunciation practice, she's very, very clear. And then she also gives you some exercises. So you can practice with some exercises from Lucy. So that's a good exercise. And then in this website, Exam English level test, you will find grammar and vocabulary level test. If you go to the website, you will be able to practice here in these two links. You can see them actually in the website. Yes, if you go to the website, if I could find it, I will try to show you in the website how that looks like. So can you hear me so far?
Yes.
Okay. So I will try to close some. And this Exam English, in this Exam English website. Okay. I'm trying to get to it. So it's free English. So Exam English is the name of the website. I'm trying to show it to you. And here in Exam English, you will see the links to the practice test. And here you can continue practicing with more links. So this is a great page. Use it a lot to practice different kinds of exercises, different kinds of vocabulary, grammar, and you can go up different levels. So, so those two slides, I wanted to start with the ending, but I know because you can practice on your own. I know you can do them. You can do them on your own, and then we will go to another. We will go to another website. For revision. And this is the famous game Jeopardy. Do you know the game Jeopardy? So I learned it also with the students. Second year students created a Jeopardy for one of the activities, and that was great. So you have to choose one of these and earn the points. So here you will have routines activities. So you have to remember how to express routines, everything, something you do every day, every week, every month, every year, every summer. Here, only temporary activities, what you're doing now, this week, this semester, but it's temporary. Past experiences, something that you did in this last year, in the last years, sometime in the past, but you don't mention exactly the time. Past actions, finished, and questions in general. So which would you like to start with? Just choose one for an example, and then we will do another. And I will do another. And do you want me to? Do you want an example to see how it works?
I choose one.
Do you want an example? You have to choose.
Routine.
Which one? Routines?
Yes.
Routines 100. Yes?
Okay.
Okay. So this is very easy question. What do you do every day after you get up? This is a very easy question.
What do you do?
This is a routine after you get up. What do you do?
What do you every day? When
I, the person,
when I get up, I breakfast. I take breakfast.
Breakfast, and what do you do? But you need a verb before breakfast. How do you, which verb do you have before breakfast?
Breakfast with my daughter. What do you?
Yes, but for breakfast, we need the verb. I have breakfast. Yes, I have breakfast with my daughter, with my husband, my family. So remember that breakfast is only a noun. So you need the verb, you need the action. So you prepare breakfast, but most of the time
prepare breakfast.
Or yes. I have breakfast. Yes, excellent. Okay, so now you know how it works. So now let me give you an example of questions. So my example with questions would be this one. Say or write a question following the expected question structure for the present perfect. So remember that the present perfect has the one of the forms of the verb have. So for example, have you ever eaten octopus? Remember we did that example in class. Have you ever eaten octopus? It's a yes, no question. So what is your answer?
Is a question.
Yes, so I ask you the question. Have you ever eaten octopus? And you have to answer.
I have.
Is yes or no? Have you ever eaten octopus? Is yes or no? I am checking. I am confirming.
What is the last word? I don't understand the last word.
Sorry, octopus. Do you remember octopus? It's food, seafood.
Octopus.
Mhm.
Ah, yes, okay, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Have you ever eaten?
I haven't
haven't. No, I haven't.
eaten octopus. Never. I haven't
I have never eaten octopus.
eaten octopus.
Yes, exactly. So that is that one. That is the question. Okay, another one for you. So now you choose one.
Mm-mm. Is past action
Mm-hmm.
is 100.
One. Okay. What did you do? What did you do last summer? Last January and February. We didn't have a pandemic then. So what did you do?
I last the last summer I was working
But
in
remember,
my
it's not
home.
okay, but it's not an action in progress. It's something finished. It's one verb in the past.
Work.
Okay?
I was work in my house.
I worked
Yes.
only without the was. I
Work.
worked at home.
Work.
Yes.
Yes.
I traveled
I
to.
was work.
Yes, I worked.
No. The last summer I don't travel. No.
No past tense. The auxiliary is
Did.
did. So I didn't.
I didn't.
I didn't travel to.
I didn't travel to the last summer.
Not to, but
No.
I didn't travel in the last summer. I didn't travel to Santiago last summer. Yes, exactly. So remember always we need that in the negative, we need the auxiliary. Okay. One. So you did this one. Past experiences, temporary activities. Okay. What are you doing at the moment? This is something temporary now, this week, this month, this period of time. What are you going to say here? What are you doing at the moment? Mhm.
I am doing, no, I am
This,
studying with
this is
my
very general.
teacher.
This is very general. So you need
Sorry.
the action you're doing. So I am, you're doing right. I am
Studying
studying,
pedagogical. I am studying.
studying.
Yes. I am studying in the Universidad de Talca.
At the University of
No?
Talca. Yes, yes. Well, that's temporary.
Yes, it's general.
Yes. Or I am learning some grammar rules in English.
Yes.
Also, I'm doing exercises in English. Can also be. Okay, yes. You're studying at the University of Talca. Okay, yes. Can be temporary. Then next year you will study at the University of Santiago. We never know. Okay. Now my turn. Past actions. What did your mother do last weekend?
My mother, what did my mother, my
Yes, what did she do?
mother,
Remember, this do is general. You look for the correct verb you need. Which verb can you use? Look at the verbs if you check in the PowerPoint, you have some verbs to help you. For example, here, what did your mother do last weekend?
Okay. My mother resting at home in
Work?
their home.
Which verb?
Rest,
Rest?
resting. Yes,
Rested?
resting or rest.
Rested?
Resting in
At home.
he.
Rested at home. Yes, excellent. Yes. So here, remember, you have
Yes.
more ideas. Rested at home. Yes, rested. So that rule
Resting.
you can revise with Lucy in the video. Yes. Which are the cases in which you pronounce this ending, this ed ending. Okay, your turn. Oh, we haven't added up the points, but anyway, it's just for revision.
Yes.
Which one?
Question?
Question? Which question? 100. We didn't do this. Say or write the question following the expected question structure. Present tense. A question in the present tense. So it's a routine, for example. Yes? Referring to what people do every day, every week, every summer, every semester. Here you can have some ideas of verbs and complements. Direct objects. So
The structure of the question.
Yes.
For example,
Remember, it's present. So which is?
Present.
What is the auxiliary for the present?
Do.
Do.
Do. What do you? What do you cook? Cook.
Yes.
Cook for the lunch.
What do you cook for lunch? Yes.
Yes, for lunch.
For lunch
Today?
every day. No, every day. This is
every day. Every day.
Every day, every week, every Saturday. What do you cook for lunch every day? Excellent. And which is the answer to that question? What do you cook for lunch every day? I
cook. I cook with
well, you have
salad. Salad.
Salad and
Meat.
Meat. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent. Now we're, yes, it's exactly. So we always have to look at the verbs and keep on. Okay, perfect. One more. Okay, this one. Okay. Where has your mother, for example, mother lived all her life? Where has your mother lived all her life?
My mother lived.
No, my mother, present perfect. My mother.
Yes. My mother has lived all her life in Parral.
In Parral. Or I say, my mother has lived in Parral all her life. Excellent. Wonderful. Yes. That was difficult. Okay, but you did it. You did it. Okay, another one for you. You choose.
Yes.
We did the hundreds, 200s. We haven't done.
temporary activities, no? Routine.
What are you doing at the moment, now, at this moment? I am at this moment. I am
resting in the holidays, no?
I am resting. Okay, I am resting and having some holidays, enjoying the holidays. Yes.
Yes.
Excellent. Wonderful. My 10 routines, 300. What does your father do every day? What does your father do every day? And here we have more verbs.
My father work.
My father works. My father works. We don't have it here, but we can add it. My father works. Where does he work? Works?
My works.
No, works. We have an S where because it's a third person. He works
at my father works at is home. Yes.
At a bank, at home.
Yes, made furniture.
The hospital.
No, yes, he made furniture.
Furniture.
Yes.
He makes furniture. Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent answer. So you make
in his home.
Yes, so he makes furniture. Excellent answer. Yes, an excellent collocation. So then you get you need to learn which goes which noun phrase goes with which verb. Yes, I have breakfast. I have lunch. I have tea. My father makes furniture. Yes, exactly. I make a cake. So then you learn how to combine these verbs and nouns. Excellent. Okay, so you will have it in the PowerPoint. You will have the address to the Jeopardy, and you can practice asking yourselves the question. And then there is a okay. So then you will see that there was a kind of answer, but you can practice. You can practice, go to the different PowerPoints and see the structures. So it's always good to remember the structures. And with this collocation, so you do exercise, you do homework, you climb the mountains, you make a phone call, a salad, a cake. Yes, you do homework. We said you paint. What do you paint? You paint the wall. You go to the mountains. So always try to find out which is the right collocation. Yes, you know that go goes with to. Meet people. So I meet. Which is a collocation for meet. Every day I meet my classmates, my colleagues, always people. Answer, what do you answer? Joanna, can you hear me? The collocation for answer?
Verb in the past, no?
Yes,
Answer.
no, the collocation. What goes together? Answer,
Question.
questions. Yes, have coffee. We said have coffee, have breakfast, have lunch.
Vegetable.
Yeah.
No?
Work at the place. Work at home, at the bank, at the hospital. Okay, so try to write the sentences in the sense that when you want to try to write them, you try to also remember how they are completed. Okay, and you can do them in the past, in the present. And now what I wanted to see with you, present to you, was the past continuous progressive or progressive, which is this one that you wanted to say at a certain point that indicates an action which started in the past and continued in the past. So the past continuous is an action in the past for some time. So it happened at a certain time in the past. And it had continuity, yes? So during the past. And there you use a form of the verb to be in the past that is very specific. It refers to some activity in progression in the past. That is why I cannot use it with a simple past. The simple past is I worked, I went, I traveled. But if I am going to use the past continuous, it means a progression. I was doing something last night at 10 o'clock, for example. I was watching TV. So here is the structure, and we can use the verbs we saw before to write sentences, And in here you see that you need a form of the verb, past tense to be. It can be was or were. Was or were. And depending if it is plural or singular. And the main verb with ing. So for example, what were you doing last night at 10 o'clock? Yes. So I can ask you this question. What were person you doing? Remember the verb do plus ing is general doing, yes, but I have to think of an activity. What were you doing? So this is the ing, progressive. Last night at 10 o'clock p.m.
I was
main verb.
I was reading.
Reading, excellent.
Reading a book.
Yes, perfect. I was reading a book. So that's an activity that took time, a long time, for a certain period of time. It was in progression. Yes. Okay. Where were you, your father and you? Where were you, or your daughter and you? Where were you? It's you can be your daughter and you. Your daughter. Your daughter. And you. Where were your daughter and you? Main verb going. Yesterday afternoon. Let's say, let's suppose I saw you walking in Linares. Where were your daughter and you going yesterday afternoon? So you will answer in the plural. Yes. So you will say we.
We were.
We were, where were you going? We were, yes, the main verb is going. We're going. Where were you going?
Mm,
To?
we
Where were you going? Someplace. So the only option here is or going with a collocation. For example, an activity. We were going shopping, walking, or going to a place. So you have two options. We were going shopping, which is a collocation of go shopping, go cycling, go running, go walking. It's an activity.
mm,
Or the other option is going to, and that implies a place.
going to river, going to beach, for example.
Where were we?
Or, going to river.
To the river.
Mm,
Yes,
yes.
we go to the river,
Or
the riverside, to the river bank. Al costado, siempre. A la orilla, a la riviera, a la ribera del río. Okay, so we were going to the river bank. Yes. So this is a place and this is an action. Yes, going shopping, going walking, going running, and going to a place. Okay. Perfect. So this is easy to use alone, easier than when it is combined with the other past, for example. But we are going to see both options and we will try to do some exercises. And here we also have the negative. So, for example, what were you doing last night? Or where were you going? Or if I am just checking with you, where you and your daughter going to the cinema last afternoon? No,
mm,
we weren't
we were
going to the cinema. We
going
were going to the riverbank
when
last yesterday afternoon. Yes. Okay, so no, we were not going to the cinema yesterday afternoon. Just writing the negative or a negative option related to the one we saw here. Okay, and you have, of course, plenty of options according to the activities that you were doing. So this is the structure. It is easy. It's easy to understand. This is a progressive action in the past. It occurred at a certain point in the past during a period of time. And it also combines with with the past tense. So for example, this is a common occurrence in the language, yes? As I was going to work, this is an action in progression. This is this arrow, this blue arrow. I saw an old friend. This is this red arrow. As, while I was studying, I suddenly fell asleep. So when the two actions combine, one of the actions is happening a long time when the other occurs at one moment. So this combination is more complex to get, yes, combining the meanings of these two. But these two occur together a lot. Let us do some live worksheets. Have you tried them? They are very good. They are very easy to use. When you use them online, they are very easy, very, very easy, accessible. And you complete everything online if you don't want to write. So for example, yesterday at 6 p.m. What were you doing yesterday at 6 p.m.? Sorry. So we have Jane sent a text message to her cousin. So we have to select the correct answer. So Jane. Which is the correct? Joanna, can you hear me?
Profesora, la escucho cortado, por eso no me podría repetir otra vez, por favor.
Yes, yes. So here, what this will be like a question, yes? If we are answering a question, what was Jane doing yesterday at 6 p.m.? Jane, and we have the main verb, sent a text message to her cousin. So here we need to choose the correct answer. Jane was sending to Jane were sending, which is the correct one.
Where? Yes.
Jane. The third person. Remember, la tercera persona was. Yes.
Was.
So Jane was sending a text message to her cousin. Yes. Judy and Kim is a plural. What were Judy and Kim doing yesterday at 6 p.m.? Judy and Kim have afternoon tea. As I tell you, have always goes with food, meals at different times of the day, and different kinds of food. So these are two people. Which is a verb we use? Was having, were having.
Was.
This is plural.
¿Es singular o plural? Was
Plural.
is...
Judy and Kim. Can you see? Can you see the page? Probably you can't see, that's why. Can you see the page?
Ay, yo no estaba viendo eso.
Okay, that's why you
Por
need...
eso que no entendía nada de lo que estábamos haciendo. Le iba a decir, pero no estaba segura. Ay, por eso. Oh, ok. Yes. ¿Dónde?
So Judy and Kim, was or were?
Ay.
Okay.
Profesores, Yo no escuchaba nada, se había pegado la imagen y yo nunca vi lo que usted me estaba preguntando.
Ah,
Por
okay,
eso
okay.
no entendía.
Probably it's the connection. Okay.
Recién acabo de ver la imagen y estaba todo.
Yes, so I
Así
see.
que no
Now
vi
you can
nada.
see the page. So we have Judy and Kim. Judy and Kim were having afternoon tea. Yes, now let us think. The answer is I. So this is you. Yes, what were you doing? Yes, I was driving back home. Yes. So what was Tony? Tony, this is like jumping into the pool. Dive. Was or where? Was, yes. And this is the verb to dive.
Yes.
Which is getting into the swimming pool. Sumergirse.
Yes.
Okay. 5. Tidy. Tidy your room or tidy the wardrobe. You?
You was tidying.
You were tidying. You, what were you doing yesterday? I
was
vacuuming.
Vacuum.
Yes, vacuuming. Es like esto, la aspiradora, pasando la aspiradora.
Vacuum.
Yes, es a process. Uno de los procesos de formación de vocabulario es también cuando viene del nombre propio del aparato, el verbo. So this is a process in vocabulary, in word formation. Yes, derivation. Okay, so yes, here, Susan, eat a cheese sandwich. Susan
was eating.
Was eating, yes. Rush, going very quickly. We were rushing. We were rushing to catch a bus. What was
Right. What is rushing?
Rush is going quickly, running.
Ah.
Rush is to go quickly. So we were rushing to catch a bus. What was Mrs. Clark doing? Mrs. Clark
was
reading. Yes. The Browns, plural, 2 people. The Browns was aware. Where?
Fishing.
Fishing. Yes, we're fishing. Linda, what was Linda doing?
Was flying.
Flying. Was flying. My dad, what was he doing?
Was preparing.
Preparing. Was preparing. Yes, my dad was preparing. What were you doing? I was. And there you have the location. Take an exam. So I was taking an exam in language school. Helen, verb is sunbathe. Tomar sol. Okay. Tomar baño de sol. So Helen was aware. Was sunbathing. Sunbathing. Yes, it's the same as vacuum. Vacuuming. Sunbathe, sunbathing. We
were playing hockey
we were playing hockey. Yes. Your mom
was brushing her teeth.
There you have another collocation. Brush your teeth, brush your hair. So your mom
was brushing her teeth.
Brushing her teeth. Yes. shovel the snow. Here you have another collocation. Este es el verbo para decir sacar la nieve con pala. Henry.
Henry was shoveling.
Was shoveling. Yes.
Shoveling.
Jack. Ride the scooter. There you have another collocation. Ride, you ride the bicycle, you ride the horse, and you ride the scooter. Este es el monopatín. So Jack
was riding his
the scooter. Yes. My brother, water. Water is the action with the plants. You water the plants. Garden.
What?
Regar las plantas. Yes. My brother was watering our garden. Yes. Homework, there the collocation, do homework. Remember, we saw this. So I was doing. You don't make, you do. You do homework, you make a cake. Yes. Remember, make goes with food. Make cake, make coffee. Okay, I was doing homework. Bake also, bake cookies or make. Here also it can also be make. Bake is hornear. Was baking. Yes, dance in the club. Liz and Ted is plural. Liz and Ted
were dancing.
Dancing, yes.
Where dancing?
Yes, where?
Was or where? Where?
You jog. You
just jogging. Was
also where? You is you.
You singular or plural? Where?
You were jogging. Yes, jogging. This is running as well. And my dad played chess, okay, with every game or sport. You play soccer, you play basketball, you play chess. So my dad
was playing.
Yes, was playing. And also these live worksheets are really wonderful because you can check your answers and everything is okay. You can also do this with your students and you are wonderful. They're great. You don't have to download. You can download also. Okay, so this is one of the, so remember always was and where. And you can also have negative and positive practice. Up to this moment, we are not combining the two verb tenses. Yes, the continuous, the progressive, and the simple. It's only one of them. Okay, so past continuous, positive, and negative. So here we have to write. So what are we going to write?
Is he sleeping? No.
Julie? It's the same.
Julie, is he sleeping?
No, past.
Past.
The same. The same.
Was.
Julie was. Sleeping. Was sleeping?
Sleeping.
Yes.
Was
sleeping. Okay, check. That's correct. Show was sleeping. Yeah, perfect. So whenever you do these exercises on this website, you can check. They can show you the right version, the right version. How do you write this one? Because here
You
we
were studying?
you have to check how is the written version, the written version of study. So you was aware.
Where?
You
You
were
were studying. Studying.
studying. So be careful because
Studying.
yes, so show
Studying.
studying. Yes, check, correct.
Studying.
And so on and so forth. Remember, you will have some changes. Negative. Mrs. Brown
Wasn't
was
working.
wasn't
Wasn't
was not
working.
walking. Was not walking or wasn't.
Was not working.
So wasn't. Excellent. Huh? Why? What happened?
Wasn't working.
Wasn't working. Yeah. Okay. Probably it checks. Well, somehow doesn't recognize, but it doesn't recognize it. But it's okay. It's okay. Oh, okay. Okay. So there you know you can practice the positive and negative, and then you have more mixed exercises. So you have a great opportunity here to practice was, where, and past. Of course, we will have to see now the combination of these two verb tenses and these aspects. The verb tense is the past. We see two aspects, continuous and simple. And when we have both together, that means that there is an action happening in the past when suddenly something happens that is one event that I can see only as one event. So I was going to work implies an action in progress. And I saw an old friend is one moment along this long activity. Okay, so we can see here another example. When the guests arrived, Jane was cooking dinner. So which is the long activity taking place? Jane was cooking dinner. And at the moment, the guests arrived. But for example, if I have this other example, when the guests arrived, Jane cooked dinner, the meaning is different. What is the meaning here? ¿Cuál es el significado? Son dos pasados. Two verbs in the past.
El continuo y el otro no. El dos.
Claro,
Puede
este
seguir
es
ahí.
continuous. Este hay una acción que está sucediendo en el tiempo y algo pasa. Right? But this is
Eso ya pasó.
two actions,
Ya
separated actions. Yes.
Ah,
Es como yo veo el aspecto del verbo. ¿Sí? Si lo veo que está en progreso o que está terminado. Estas son dos acciones terminadas. When guests arrived, Jane cooked dinner. Two finished actions. But in this case, one action is taking place and another happens at one moment. So for example, what example can you think of? Last night, what were you doing? I was
watch a serie. Watch that serie.
remember how is the verb? How does it finish? I was
Watching.
Yes, I was watching TV. TV? That's what you said?
Yes.
Yes. So I was watching TV when, what happened? When something happened. One verb.
When
One. Verbo ask. When my daughter what did she do?
asking.
Ask. No, this is past tense. When my daughter asked, just thinking of an action, yes, that happened at one moment. What is the collocation of ask? Ask.
Ask it. Ask.
What do I write after ask? Después de ask, ¿qué puedo poner? ¿Qué va de complemento? Ask. Preguntar. Preguntó. Ask. ¿Cómo complemento la oración? Joanna, are you there?
Ahora escucho.
Are you there? Can you hear me? Joanna, ¿me escuchas?
Se escucha cortado.
Ah, okay. Joanna, can you see the complements?
Yes, a question.
Yes, exactly. So this is an action in progress. Yes. This is this arrow. Esto es una acción en progreso, in progress. Okay. When something happened at one moment, algo sucedió, algo pasó. So. Okay, we are going to try to do exercises with this combination. Okay, can you hear me? Can you follow?
Yes.
Okay. So let us try to do exercises and understand the logics. Something is happening, something is in progression, and something happens. Okay, esa es la lógica. Algo está pasando en el tiempo y algo sucede en la mitad de eso. Por ejemplo, when I woke up this morning, it was snowing. ¿Sí? Esto es en progreso, está nevando. Yes, I will say the same in Spanish. Estaba nevando cuando me levanté. And this is one action along that other action in progress. I was sleeping when you called me.
Profesora, la pantalla se supone que, ¿qué estamos viendo? Porque
Yes,
yo...
we are here, sorry. Here it is a website, yes, to do exercises.
No, yo no estaba viendo eso.
Okay. Now we see the page. So in this page, we will do some exercises, yes?
Yes.
And in here you see this example, yes? It was snowing, yes? When I woke up this morning, it was snowing. So cuando me levanté esta mañana, estaba nevando.
Yes.
So this combination is very common, only we need to recognize how to use it and which verbs can we use with each phrase. Okay? So here we have this. So it's one or the other. Okay. I started work at 9 o'clock at 9 a.m. this morning, or I was starting work. And this is a common mistake. So which is the correct one?
Was starting, no?
Remember here we have a point. So it's not in progress. It's
Yes, it's the field started.
started. Yes, I started. This time last year I
Study.
this time last year I probably this is yes, you told me I am studying. Yes, this is probably in progress. Okay, we will check. Sarah hurt her ankle while she, and here you have both. You have one thing that happened, hurt, una acción que ya la veo completa, se lastimó. Okay?
Yes.
Sarah hurt her ankle while she was doing something in progress. Mientras hacía qué? So here was running. Yes. Running. Exactly. So in that situation, you can see perfectly well. There is an action in progress, something happens. Yes? When something happens. Okay. Here, you have the progress here. I was working. So the other one is probably something that happened in the past.
I
missed your call because I was working. Yes. Here. Okay. So there is an action in progress. While I was walking home, I noticed. Stop. Yes. Okay, something happened. Okay, at 6 p.m. yesterday, this is tricky. How is the process of getting dark? Cuando oscurece, is it a process or is it? It depends how I see the action.
Already got
dark?
Yes.
Yes, it depends how I see. Do I see this as a process or as something that happens at one moment in the past? That is the difference. At 6 p.m. yesterday, it was getting dark. It was already getting dark. Okay, we will see. There are two options, but we will see. I saw you driving down Green Street yesterday. Where? This is a progress. I saw you driving down Green Street yesterday. Where? This is a progress. This is an action in progress.
Where?
So where?
Where were you going?
Where were you going? Yes, excellent. We saw the crime. Is this an action that happens at one moment or in progress?
Progress, no. It's a moment.
In a moment.
Yes, it's called.
Called. We saw and we called. We called. Yes, we finished. Yeah, we did great. Okay. So these are great exercises for you to practice. Okay. Okay, so there you have one, and there is another one as well for you to practice. In this case, you really have to check what is, here you have a PDF exercise. So here you really have to check what is going on in progress and what happens at one time. Sometimes Most of
Yo no veo la página.
yes, now you will see. So you open, the other link opens to a PDF.
Okay.
And in here you have to check, choose one or the other. So choose one of the or the other. So as a stranger came or was coming to the station, a car stopped or was stopping behind him. And in there you have to pay attention to which kind of verbs do we have. So which is the action in progress?
Was coming to the station.
Yes, as a stranger was
A
coming.
car stopped.
Yes, a car stopped. Excellent. So there you have to choose one or the other. And so on and so forth. So I have also, this is an easy one. No, you have the key. This is an easy one, you have the key as well. Try to do it without the key. And I have another one that I did also with first year students. So I will upload another one in which you revise the verbs in the past and some sentences using the past tenses, the past and the two aspects. Okay, so let us see what else do we revise. So as you see, you have a lot to revise, and I think we have a game for the end. And in these games, remember you have other options as well. Whenever you open these pages with the games, you have as well other games that you can play in the same page. So you can also revise other, so past progressive, continuous, past simple, but you also have others, other verb tenses. So this is a great example, and we played this last week, I think. Yes. So, okay, so remember, here you have to analyze. Here you have a past tense, when I met David. So probably I would have something in progress that I was doing when I met David. So which can be the correct one? Progress.
Was working.
Yes, I was. Oh, my gosh. Oh my gosh, what happens? Yes.
I was working.
Oh, almost there. So almost there, but we got the points. Okay. Okay, read it, analyze it, and tell.
This. What are you doing? No.
Yesterday. Past.
What were you doing?
What were you doing? What were you doing? Excellent.
Doing.
Okay. Awesome. So the phone rang. Ring.
We're watching. We are watching.
We were watching TV when the phone rang. Awesome. Okay, yes. Joanna, you getting the points.
Was driving.
Was
Driving.
Driving. When his car broke. Yes. My bag while lifting my suitcase this morning. So he was lifting the suitcase. Yes, él estaba levantando la maleta. So, come on,
Is hurting.
No, here.
It's
Hurt. Hurt, you see? I hurt. Me lastimé. I hurt my back while I was lifting the suitcase. Okay. So here, while we were having dinner. So this is the action. What happened while we were having dinner? This is the progress. Tim
was talking.
talking on the phone. Yes, it can be. Two actions in progress. Yes.
Oh.
It could also be something in the simple past, but okay, that was okay. Yeah, right. Yes, for the bus some 30 minutes before it arrived. So there is an action in progress when the bus arrived. So I was waiting for the bus. Oh my gosh, I was waiting for the bus. It's okay. Submit. Awesome. All right, great. So you to the park yesterday, you were walking your dog. So this is the action in progress. You were walking your dog. What happened?
I was.
No. Something happened when you were
saying, no, I saw.
I saw. Yes, but it's I saw. Yeah, exactly. I saw you. I met.
I saw.
Yes, there was some in the PowerPoint. You have a similar example. Okay, next. When Katie, yesterday we were having lunch. So this is the progress. We were having lunch when Katie arrived. Yes, awesome. Okay. All right. And then you can have other, yes, you can have other verbs. I am, is, are, so different games that you can play and continue practicing. All right. So I will upload this PPT. Plus, remember you have the extra practice to also practice, and also another Word document that will have a revision on verbs and past tenses. And on Wednesday, we will connect, so I explain to you the exercises you're going to do. And you will work alone, you will do listening and reading and use of English, I think. So you will have time to work alone and then send me the exercise is finished. Okay, is that correct? Joanna, is that clear?
Yes.
Okay, so I will see you on Wednesday then for the explanation on the exam, on the kind of exam, but you can do a lot of practice. Remember working online. And you can practice beforehand. Is that clear?
Yes.
Oh, I listened to you very poorly. Are you okay, Joanna? Is it okay? Well, okay, Joanna. Okay. Don't you worry. So check the materials online, and I will see you on Wednesday. Okay, I will write to the girls as well so that they connect, so that I can explain to them. Okay? See you on Wednesday, Joanna.
Ahora sí. Nos vemos, profesora.
Bye bye, Joana.
Ahora, bye.